So the first thing I'm going to suggest is to keep regular working hours. A lot of people struggle with this when it comes to working at home because of the fact that, let's face it, they're working at home. They can fundamentally work whenever they want. But the bottom line is that if you keep regular working hours, it'll help you not only keep your schedule in good health as well, but it will also enable you to know when there's a start time and a stop time each day. So I start roughly at the same time every day, and I end roughly at the same time every day. In fact, actually, I quite regularly end way earlier because once my work is done for the day, once my schedule is done and everything on my to-do list is topped off, and that's that, I don't carry on creating more work for myself. I feel very accomplished in myself and I move on and I enjoy the rest of my day. That might mean taking a mid-afternoon movie with the missus, or it might just be, sort of getting ready to do something with a little one when he comes home from school, or whatever the case may be. So number one tip is to keep regular working hours. Start and end roughly at the same time every single day. And once you leave that home office environment, don't you dare go back into it later on in the evening. You need your downtime just as much as you need your work time. The second thing I want to share is that you want to try and get out of you that creative work first, okay? Don't go into what I call maintenance mode here with your admin, and that means email, social media, all that kind of type of stuff. Do your most creative work first. First thing in the morning, brew yourself a nice cup of coffee or a cup of tea or whatever. So good. And get your creative work out of the way first. Okay, now when I say creative, what am I talking about? I'm talking about things like Duckoscope, for example. I look at this as being creative work. Okay, I also want you to consider writing your blog posts first thing when your mind is nice and clear and not so foggy. Maybe you're recording podcast episodes. Maybe you're putting together content for a video course that you might be producing, or an ebook that you're writing, or whatever the case may be. Do your most creative work first, get it out of the way, and then get into the more admin / maintenance stuff. All right, so that's the second thing. The third thing I want to share with you is to make sure that you break regularly. I used to work for a guy over in Miami. It was the last ever job that I had. And, thank you, by the way, for all these hearts, everybody. Can we double tap it up? Can we double tap it up for these hearts? Bloody love these hearts. Thank you very much, everybody. Incidentally, as I'm now on an official commercial break, if you fancy checking out chrisducker.com/launchpad, you're going to get the absolute best live training that I've ever produced in my career. And I mean that sincerely. chrisducker.com/launchpad to teach you how to build a business based around your brand, what you're all about, who you want to serve, and all that fun stuff. So bear that in mind, okay? So number 3 is to make sure that you break early, all right? Getting back to this guy in Miami. I used to work with a very, very successful entrepreneur, but you know what? I used to go over to Miami and work with him quite regularly in his home office, and this guy would never leave his desk. He would never leave his desk. It was unbelievable. I mean, not even for a pee. He wouldn't even get up and have a pee, let alone switch off for 10 minutes or have a bite to eat or whatever. He would go morning through to early evening. I'm telling you, it was incredible. It was incredible. So to break regularly, very, very, very important. Okay, that's my third tip to you. To be productive in your home office is to have regular breaks. Even if it's just 10 minutes, walk out of your office, go down the living room like I do, sit in your lazy boy, watch a bit of CNN, turn off, maybe even just lay down on your bed for 10 minutes and just relax. Have just a little bit of downtime on a regular basis, maybe every couple of hours maximum, all right? And just enjoy that downtime and relax. Some people might want to take that a little bit further and have like a full-blown 20-minute nap in the middle of the afternoon. That's fine. I'm not really a napper. If I feel tired, I'll lie down for a little bit, but ultimately I don't really nap during the day. But what I do, definitely make sure that I do, is take regular breaks throughout the course of the day. All right, so that's the third thing, take regular breaks. And lastly, the final tip I want to share with you today in regards to becoming super productive whilst working at home is to just remind yourself how bloody lucky you are to be, one, an entrepreneur, to be working for yourself, and B, to be working at a home. You've got no horrible commutes. You don't have to deal with traffic and costs associated with that. You're in an environment that you're obviously comfortable and feel at home in because it's your bloody home. Be thankful, people. Be thankful that you have the ability, that you've given yourself the permission to actually work for yourself, doing something great that you enjoy, that you're passionate about, that you're serving people that you care about, and you can have the ability to do it at home. Is there anything better? Is there anything better in the world? Show a little gratitude to yourself and be thankful. So let's have a quick recap. Number 1, keep regular working hours, okay? Make sure you start and finish roughly at the same time. Number 2, do your most creative work first. Get it out of the way when your mind is super clear, and that clarity will lead to crazy productivity. Number 3 is to take regular breaks. Have a nap if you want to, but take regular breaks throughout the course of the day. And don't forget to pee, obviously. And then number 4 is to give thanks. Be thankful. Show gratitude not only to the people around you, like your spouses and your family that allow you to work at home and do well, but obviously for yourself as well. For yourself as well. And those are my 4 tips to being super productive as an entrepreneur that works from home. I'll be right back. For you guys watching over on the blog, thank you very much for checking out Duckerscope here on chrisducker.com. We'll be back at you again next week. Until then, take good care. Bye for now.